Review. We're going to start with the review of language. So it's going to be orally. You don't need anything,
Teacher.
but you can have your notebook to annotations, to see the annotations that you have in your book, notebook. Tell me, Marcelo.
I am drawing in my recess a Spartano, and is this?
We're drawing. Oh, so nice. You're a good drawer. You draw so nice. Excellent, Marcelo. Now let's review. Let's review tenses of verbs. That is related to the homework that we were discussing with Rebecca and all of you. The homework review of tenses. Remember that the verbs is the action. The verb is the action that it's performing the noun or the subject. Now, we can have, according to, also in your book, you can find this, but according to the verb, it can be, according to the action, the time, it can be in past, present, and in future. The action, it can be performed today, or it can be performed tomorrow, or yesterday, so in the past. So we have the form of verb shows when the action takes place. In the past tense, we identified that one verb or the action in the sentence, it was in past when you see the verb with ed. Remember, in the past, you see the verb with ed, like this. I ate the apple. This is the verb ate. But what happened here? This is an irregular verb. So you say eat in present, ate in past. But we have some examples with ed. For example, walked. That is in present. How it's going to be in past?
Walked.
That's right. We ed. So we add, we attach the ed at the end. What about this verb? Okay, let me write it down. This is going to be talked. How it's going to be in the past tense?
Talked.
I talked with ed, that's right. What about verb? Let's see, jumped.
We
ed, that's right. At the end, we just add ed. We just add ed at the end, so we know that this is a past tense. This verb, they're in past tense. Some of them, they are irregular, remember? Like ate, that is a past tense, irregular verb for eat. But most of the times, there are a lot of verbs that contains in past with the ed. So that is the form that we can recognize in the sentence. In present, the tense of the verb tells something is happening now, so it's in the present. For example, the apple tastes good. Our action, our verb is taste. We know that this is the verb, and we recognize that sometimes when we're talking about a third person, it has the letter S, like taste. So we have the verb taste for present. We can have it also tastes. Why? Because it depends what we're talking about. What about this verb, sleep? That is in present. Or we can find in a sentence the verb sleeps. She sleeps all the day. We sleep yesterday. Okay, we sleep just 2 hours. So it's going to be sleeps when we're talking about he, she, or it is something. So that is the way that we recognize the present, the verbs in present. In past with ed, and in present with the letter S or without the letter S. We identify the verb. And now, what about the future? Remember, the future happens the day after today. So it's going to be tomorrow or the day after tomorrow. So, example, I will eat that apple soon. How can we recognize this is the future? We see the auxiliary verb that is will. So we have will plus the main verb. The helping verb is will plus the main verb that is it. So you see, I will eat. You see in the verbs, will eat. You can see in the future, will sing, will study. So if you see the word will, that is the helping verb before the verb, so you know that it's talking about the future. the future, as the homework and the examples that you have in the homework. Yes? Now, let's go to the next slide. Don't forget that we can have past, present, and future. We identify them according to the way they are spelled, the way that they are written. We have more information about this that you have to remember something. Marcelo, help me to read what it says here in remember.
That you can use forms of verbs to show when things happen.
When the things happen, about that time, when, yesterday, today, or tomorrow. Excellent, Marcelo. Now we have here past tense again. The sentence describes something that happened in the past. I sailed to Florida last week. What is the verb, class, in this sentence? I sailed to Florida last week.
Sail.
That's right. Sail. That is the, how do you know that this is the verb?
Because have ed.
That's right, ed. So in present, it's sail plus the ed. Now, present tense describes something that is happening right now. So it says, I'm sailing to Florida. What is the verb?
Sailing.
Sailing, that's right. And here we have a helping verb that is am. Sailing.
And ing.
You know that it's also in present because you see the ing. So I'm sailing, it's in present. And what about the future? I will sail to Florida.
Will sail.
Will sail, that's right. How do you know that it's in future, this sentence?
Because have the wheel.
It has will, that's right. So you have will. It's in the future, that's right. Any question about this, class? Remember, you need to check this. If you see that it's with ed, the verb, the first thing that you need to do is to identify the verb. If the verb, you already identified the verb and you see that it has ed, that is past tense. If you see that it has will, you know that it's going to be future. Gabriela, you have any question?
No.
Okay. Also, this information you have in your notebook, and also you can find in page 168, 69 when you study for the X. Now, let's practice. We're going to practice this. We're going to say if it is in present, past, or future, each of these sentences. So, I'm going to mention your name, and you need to participate. If I tell you to participate, you're going to tell me the verb, read the sentence, tell me the verb, and if it is in the present, past, or future. So, let's see number one. Valerie. Read the sentence number one.
Nearly everyone likes football.
What is the verb in that sentence?
Present.
It's in present, that's right. And what is the verb? Which word is the verb in that sentence?
Like.
I don't know.
You don't know, Valerie? Okay, thank you for being honest. Who knows? Who knows?
I guess me.
Likes, Rebecca, that's right. It's likes. Thank you, Rebecca, for helping Valerie. So likes is the verb. It's in present. How do you know that it's in present? You see there is one S. It's just the verb likes. So it's in present, yes. So likes is the verb. And you know that it's in present. Now, number two. Let's see number two. It's going to be Alberto. Read sentence number two, Alberto.
We watched the game at the stadium.
What is the verb? What is the verb in that sentence?
What?
Watched. That's right. And if it in present, past, or future?
Past.
It's in past. That's right. How do you know that it's in past? Okay, Khalid. It has ed, that's right. Watch, that is a verb with ed at the end, so you know that it's in past. Excellent, Alberto. Thank you so much. Let's see number 3, Camila. Read sentence number 3, Camila.
That team will play away the next week.
What is the verb here?
Week.
Week. This is the verb. Week. Are you sure that is a verb? It's not a verb.
Play.
Play, that's right. It's play, but now is in present past or future this one. The team will play away next week.
Future.
It's future. How do you know that it's on future days? It's future. How do you know? You know, Camila?
Because it's will.
Yeah, that's right. You see here it says will play. So we have this expression. We have the helping verb will. So in that way, we know it's helping verb will. It's before the main verb. So we know that it's future. Excellent, Camila. Now let's see number 26. It's going to be 26. Andrea, number 26. Andrea Núñez, 26. Andrea, no? Okay, let's see, Hermes, 26, Hermes. Okay, Andrea, and then Hermes.
We will go to see them.
What is the verb here, Andrea?
Future.
It's on future. How do you know it's on future?
Porque
dice,
we will go to see him.
That's right. Excellent. Will go. That is the future. Go and the auxiliary will. Hermes, 27, Hermes.
Past.
It's on past. How do you know? What is the verb there? Read the sentence, please.
We played in the school yard. Played.
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 How do you know that it's on past?
ED.
ED. Excellent. You say it. It has ED, so it's past 10. Excellent. Santiago Hernandez, 28. Santiago Hernandez.
Our teacher is the referee.
What is the verb in that sentence?
Present.
It's on present, that's right. And what is the verb? Can you tell me the verb?
Referee.
Referee, are you sure that this is the verb? No, that is not the verb.
Teacher.
No, teacher is teacher is a noun, it's a subject. It's performing what we're talking about.
Is that?
Is, that's right, is, this is the verb to be is. So that is the verb and it's on present. Thank you, Santiago. So is, just is the verb.
What?
Rebecca?
Why are yes?
Is the verb to be. You say, she is Rebecca. It's Rebecca. So what is the verb in this sentence, Rebecca? Is. That's right. So it's the same here. Our teacher is, so this is the verb is. Let's see, Isabella, 29, Isabella.
Schools organize football teams. Past.
It's a past. What is the verb?
Organize.
Organize. Excellent. How do you know that it's in past, that verb?
Because it have an ED.
Excellent. You say it. ED at the end, so that is the verb. Lucia, number 30, Lucia.
Many teams practice during the summer. Is present.
It's in present, that's right. So what is the verb?
Teams.
Teams, are you sure that teams is the verb? This one, many teams?
No.
No. Many teams, they did what? What do they do?
Practice.
They practice, that's right. So practice is in present. Is our verb. That's right. Let's see Fernando, 31, Fernando.
Rules for the game developed slowly. And the verb is D.
D, this one?
Yes.
Are you sure this is the verb? Just this word, rules for the game developed slowly? Oh, that's not the verb.
Developed.
Developed, that's right. And it's a present past or future.
For the game developed slowly. Past.
It's past. How do you know that it's past?
Because the ED.
Because the ED, that's right. Rules for the game developed slowly. That is a verb, no that. That is not a verb. Develop, yes. And let's see the last one for this presentation. This slide is going to be... Okay, Gabriela, let's see Gabriela.
One change allows for the forward pass.
Okay, what is the verb here?
I think that is allows.
That's right. It's in present past or future.
Present.
Allows, you see, it has the letter S, so it's allow. It's in present. Any question about this exercise?
Gabriela.
Gabriela?
And how I will know if the verb is at last, the sentence?
At last of the sentence, you need to identify if it is an action. In this case, you don't have, most of the times you don't see at the end the verb. The verb is not at the end. Most of the times. In the home where you have one sentence, but in the sentence that you copy and that we practice, we don't say that the verb is going to be at the end of our sentence. You're going to find in the middle, like you see here, it's almost in the middle of our sentence.
And if I will know it is the verb.
The verb, remember, you need to start at the verb to be. Remember the verb to be, this is the verb to be. You say, I am. So what is the verb here? Am, that is the verb. You say, you are. Okay, just hold on. Are, what is the verb in this one? Are. That is the verb to be. Am, are, he, is. So is the verb. If you see this word, it's the verb to be. It's the form of the verb to be. You can say also. Okay, here is. In the past, remember the verb to be in the past is I was. So was is the verb. You were. So where is the verb to be, but in past tense? In the past, he was. It's the same, so you need to study the verb to be to recognize. So is in 28 is, it's a verb because it's talking about the teacher. It can be a boy, he is the referee or she is the referee. So is the verb for that reason in 28 because it's the verb to be.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Welcome, Gabriela. Any other question, class, about these sentences? No? Okay, let's go to the next slide. We have more exercises, and now it's about the verb to be. Let's see, the verb to be. Remember, this is the form of the verb to be that we can find in some sentences. Khaled, read number 1, Khaled.
Donnie is my friend.
Okay, is or are? Is, that's right, Joanne. How do you know that it is? You're talking about she or he, right? We don't know. I don't know if it's a name of a boy or a girl, but you're talking about someone, he or she. It's my friend. So that is the verb to be is. Now, number 2, Marcelo, read sentence number 2, please.
Yesterday we on a walk.
Mm-hmm. We was or we were?
We were.
We were, excellent. That is on past tense. We were on a walk. Great. Let's see Rosa, number 3, Rosa.
The roads. Interesting.
Or are?
Are.
Are, excellent. The roads, you're talking about plural, so they are interesting. Sinya, number 4.
Down is are interested in walks.
Is, that's right. Is interested in bugs. Excellent. Is, you're talking about he or she. Okay, let's see the next one. It's going to be Anna, number 4, 5.
I interested in plants.
I am or I are?
I am.
I am. Excellent. You say I am. If you say are, it's incorrect. So I am. Excellent, Anna. That is the answer. Let's see next one. Joshua, number 148.
148. Our walk about 2 miles. Was.
Excellent. It was. That is the form of the verb to be in past tense. Okay, next one. Let's see. Danny, number 149, Danny.
There to go. Was.
And the second one. There was 2 goats. 2 goats. So we're going to have those 2 inequalities. 2 goats. We're going to say.
Were.
There were, that's right. You're talking about the plural. There were 2 goats. Excellent. And the last one, let's see, Valerie, 150, Valerie.
One were light brown. Was.
That's right. One was. Excellent. So look at this. You have to choose the verb to be. All of the answers, they are correct. All of them, they are the verb to be. You can see the verb to be as is or are, was, and were. But it depends. The one that we're going to use depends on the sentence, what we're talking about. Yes? Questions about these exercises? Take a look over them and let me know if you have any questions. No? No questions? Remember to study the verb to be. This is the verb to be. All the forms. The form of the verb to be in present and in past. You copying or not? Gabriela, tell me, what is your question?
I don't understand what is and there were 2 goats and no one.
Okay, excellent. This one, right? 149.
Yes.
It says there are 2 goats. We don't know if there was 2 goats or there were. Now, if you said there were 2 goats. Why there were? You're talking about 2. It's plural. This is plural, 2 goats. So when you talk about plural, you cannot say there was. You say there were. If you say there was 1 goat, that is possible to say, or there was 1 goat, because you're talking about singular. It's singular, just 1. Plural when you talk about goats, because they are there. You're talking about 2, 3, or more. There were 3 goats. Say 3 here. That is plural. So it's were. You need to use were because you see here, plural. You use was when it's singular, just one.
Okay, thank you, Miss.
Welcome. Any other question, Khaled? You mentioned you have one question. What's your question?
Yes. Have more. We have more minutes.
We have what?
Minutes.
Minutes. Okay, we almost finished. Yes, we only have 3 minutes. Now, questions about this class.
I don't understand this topic.
You don't understand this topic, Rebecca? Okay, one more time. The verb to be, remember the verb to be, we can have it in present. The verb to be in present. We have it in present. It is. Let me write it. In present, we have am, is, and are. That is the verb to be in present. But we can have the verb to be in past. What is the form in past? It's irregular. It's irregular. So you say in past, you say was and were. So you need to study this, that the verb to be in present, you can have am, is, or are. How do you know that when it is am? It depends. If you're talking about first person, I am. I'm a teacher, I'm a student. So we use, when you're talking about yourself, you use am. When you use is, when you're talking about someone else. Danny is a student. Sian is a student. She is a teacher. He is a teacher. Or you talk about your pet, for example. Your dog. My dog, it's beautiful. It is beautiful. When you use are, when you're talking about plural things. They are students. You're not talking about just one. You are talking about most of them. They are students. We are students. I include myself and yourself, but it's plural. That is in present. The same for past. You use was when you're talking about yourself. I wasn't a student when I was 8 years old. He wasn't a student. She wasn't a student. Rebecca wasn't a student. Where is when it's plural. There were 3 goats. There were a lot of people in that place. So where is when it's plural.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Okay, let's click here and we're going to finish with the review for today. Remember to study the verb to be, the form of the verb to be, and the past, identify if it is present, passive, future. If you are missing one homework, don't forget that you need to work on that homework, the previous homework that I displayed. Okay, bye-bye. See you later.
Bye, Miss. See you later.
Bye-bye.